Hey guys, in this MKBHD video we're going to be taking an unbiased look at technology in 2010, a year in review. And yes, a lot good and bad happened this year, but let's take a look more at the pros than the cons, shall we? And I can hardly talk about tech this year without talking about the iPad, which was launched by Apple computers in 2010, early, followed by a ton of other tablets trying to capitalize on this revolutionary new market. These tablets included Samsung, Toshiba, Sharp, RIM, Asus, NEC, and a lot more. In 2010, Apple also released their iPhone 4, which featured a new Retina display and iOS 4. This is one of their killer products this year and probably one of their best-selling of all time. It's one of the thinnest, fastest phones on the market, and also one of the first to have a front-facing video camera that can really integrate video chat, so good work, Apple. Apple's iPhones seemed to take a big lead in the superphone era, where a whole bunch of phones were released afterwards that really took an aim at its throne. Microsoft's Windows Phone 7 platform was hoping to be more successful than the Kin 1 and Kin 2, which were actually pulled after 2 months of crappy sales. And also Android by Google was released, and has made major strides this year. The Nexus 1 was the first pure Google phone to run Android 2.2 and really offer a pretty awesome experience for Google users, and this was followed pretty quickly by other Android 2.2 phones that took advantage of a 1 GHz processor. Android also pulled some impressive numbers and passed iOS as the most popular mobile operating system in the United States. The latest iteration of Android available in 2010 was 2.3 Gingerbread, available only on the Nexus S. The best Android phones of the year, I'd say the Samsung Galaxy S, the Droid X, and that Nexus 1 and Nexus S. Good work, Google. Next up on our list is the social networking explosion of 2010, which included massive growth of Twitter, probably the most popular social network, and you can follow me at MKBHD, and also the milestone of 500 million users using Facebook around the world. Those aren't the only social networks though. Google Buzz made its debut, integrating with users' Gmail accounts. Yeah, for people who already have Facebook and Twitter, however, it seemed like just another social network. Now, you may have noticed at the beginning of the year at CES 2010 really pushed 3D technology in TVs, but it's still pretty much a novelty because of the lack of content and the cumbersome glasses. Google TV also emerged and combines web and video, but is still really ahead of its time. Hopefully this will be big in 2011, I like it. And speaking of web video, YouTube is still the #1 video platform in 2010. Sweet. Now to gaming. The Xbox 360 Slim and the Kinect look to revolutionize gaming, and the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Move also joined the party to take down Nintendo in motion-controlled gaming. I don't really have a preference yet, but you might. Later in this year, Apple also released their finally long-awaited MacBook Air refresh, and you'll notice something. It just keeps getting thinner and thinner. Trying to imagine the 2020 MacBook Air? Holy crap. It's not really the specs of that notebook that are really impressive, it's the form factor, and that's what Apple does best. And on to Google's CR48. The netbook's hardware isn't anything special, but yes, Chrome OS is revolutionary, so Google keeps getting better and better. I hope to become part of the pilot program so I can test one of these bad boys. Overall, no matter which way you look at it, Google and Apple really dominated the tech scene in 2010. This year, the MKBHD channel also saw more than 250 new uploads with a combination of hardware and software and tutorials. I'd say 2011 has a tough act to follow. Either way, this has been MKBHD with a look at technology in 2010. Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in 2011. Peace.